If we weren't here, we'd be in high school, joining clubs, trying out for sports.
Not me. I dropped out in the 4th grade.
Riverdale is an American teen drama television series based on the characters of Archie Comics, reimagined as a mix between teen soaps. Archie and his friends are into things like murder, organized crime, drug smuggling, gangs, and more. Today, we're going to be talking about the top 10 facts which the cast of Riverdale don't want you to know. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Mania. Make sure you stay until number 1, as you don't want to miss some deep secrets which are finally out, which is not concealed anymore. Number 10. Characters and age gap. The American teen drama television series based on the characters of the Archie Comics series has entertained comic book readers, especially very young ones. Archie, his burger-loving best friend Jughead, snooty Reggie, sweet Betty, and powerful rich kid Veronica do things like meet for burgers and malts, go to the beach, and drive around in an open-top jalopy. These were some things that could resonate well with 15-year-olds. In Season 1, Reggie was originally played by Ross Butler, who was supposed to be 15 years old on Riverdale, but in reality, he was 12 years older at 27 when filming started. Look at Archie, played by KJ Apa. Can he be 17? He has the body of a man, and not a teenager. Wish the age was more believable for viewers. Number 9. Original Reggie actor left the show. When viewers finally got over the age difference played by Ross Butler as Reggie, here came a surprise. Ross Butler left the show for 13 Reasons Why. In Season 1 of Riverdale, actor Ross Butler was playing iconic Archie character Reggie, but he had very few scenes and we were hoping for more of his presence in Season 2. But unfortunately, we hear that Ross Butler had scheduling conflicts for his role of Zach Dempsey on the original Netflix series 13 Reasons Why. This was a little disturbing. The casting directors had to search for a replacement. Chief Creative Officer Robert Aguirre Sacasa agreed that they wanted more Reggie on the show, as his character is of Archie's rival, his frenemy, and bassist of the Archies. They wanted an actor who is as funny and sexy as Ross, and finally roped in actor Charles Melton to take on the role of Reggie Mantle. Number 8. Camila Mendes dislikes her role. Camila Mendes, who plays the role of Veronica Lodge in Riverdale, was offered a role in the latest American thriller film Dangerous Lies, where she plays an actual adult who is married and in a more mature role. The film holds an approval rating of 26% based on 27 reviews, and an average rating of 4.23 out of 10. Camila expressed her happiness to be finally playing a role that isn't that of a high school student in an Instagram story, and interviews, which indirectly hinted to us that she dislikes playing her high school role, and has expressed that she wants to play in more dynamic and prestigious roles in the future. Camila Mendes had just graduated from New York University's Tisch School of the Arts, which makes Riverdale her first ever professional acting gig. Fans, look out for this ambitious actor. Number 7. A break from acting. Ashley Murray plays the role of Josie McCoy, as the lead singer of Josie and the Pussycats, and a classmate of Archie and his friends. Here's a background to her entry into Riverdale, which is quite an emotional one. Ashley Murray was this close to taking a break from acting, as she was $4,700 behind in rent in New York City, which is a lot of money. She was so broke before landing the role of Josie that she was washing her clothes in the sink and had decided to take a break from acting for about 6 months until she could get herself back financially, and Riverdale was her last audition. We were so close to losing her, and she was so lucky to have got this at the right time. Perfect timing. Number 6. What's Archie without auburn locks? KJ Apa plays the role of Archie Andrews, a high school football player who has a passion for music and is best friends with Jughead Jones and Betty Cooper. For viewers who are not aware of this fact, KJ Apa is not a natural redhead. His hair is naturally dark brown, which means that having Archie's auburn locks is a painstaking process. He has to get his roots touched up every 2 weeks. This is not as simple as we think it is. He mentioned that it was really painful the first and second time he got it done, because they do the eyebrows too. They ended up bleaching his eyebrows, which gave him 2 holes. They burnt into his skin. It's hard to imagine for an actor to have his face ruined by some bleach. Glad that it had been sorted out, but he said it was pretty gnarly. Number 5. Fake accent. Archie Andrews, played by Kennedy James Fitzgerald Apa in Riverdale, is a New Zealand actor, singer, and musician. No prizes for guessing this. His perfect American accent isn't real. Yes, that accent is fake. Now this is real. KJ Apa plays the guitar, and the musical performance of the character is his favorite thing about the role. He even brought his guitar to his final audition, which might have given him the upper edge. Number 4. Mental health and well-being. Lily Reinhart, who plays the role of Betty Cooper, a smart girl with a longtime crush on Archie, becomes friends with Veronica Lodge to help upend her perfect life. Riverdale came into her life during the worst depression she ever experienced. She also suffers from severe anxiety and chose to seek help when she needed it the most and not suffer in silence. She told her parents that she wanted to see a therapist and a psychiatrist and take medication if necessary to carry on. She finds it difficult to manage fans who feel like they know her because of the show, but when fans come up and ask for pictures, she obliges, even though she's in a terrible mood. Lily Reinhart recently announced that she had struggled with anxiety and depression for years. Even her character Betty Cooper struggles with similar mental health issues, including battling perfectionism, living up to expectations from her parents, and dealing with her dysfunctional family. Lily Reinhart is a mental health care advocate and has stated that people shouldn't be ashamed of their mental health. Number 3. Injuries and mishaps. While shooting the Season 1 finale, KJ Apa, who plays Archie Andrews, and in the final moments of the action-packed Season 1 finale, Cheryl Blossom attempted suicide on screen, and KJ Apa reportedly broke his hand while filming off-screen. Archie Andrews repeatedly punched through a slab of ice to rescue Cheryl from drowning in the freezing water below, and Cheryl was saved. Everybody in the cast agrees that KJ is such a committed and passionate actor. He dives into his character, that he goes any length to make it look real for the viewers. After an intense performance by Appa, Archie's blood-stained hand looked worse, and many were surprised to know that he broke his hand on set while filming the scene. In another incident, after finishing up a grueling 16-hour day on set, KJ Apa suffered a car crash in Vancouver after having fallen asleep at the wheel and crashed his car by hitting a pole which destroyed the left one side of his car, and luckily he was not injured. Number 2. Staying tough. Cole Sprouse plays the role of Jughead Jones, best friend of vocalist-guitarist Archie Andrews. Jughead is a smart, sharp-tongued, laid-back, and eccentric high school student. Cole Sprouse is also a comic fan and is in talks to write some of the Riverdale spin-off comics. Fans can't wait for the print version next. Just like his on-screen character in Riverdale, Cole Sprouse is just as outspoken. While shooting Season 2 in Vancouver, they ran into a few unexpected troubles by a street performer playing music loudly. While the cast was working on their next scene, Cole Sprouse initiated a conversation with the musician named Babe Cole, who refused to play down and demanded compensation if she had to stop playing for an hour. This left Cole Sprouse frustrated, and he told the crowd that the moment a location city is out, we have scam artists out too doing their bit. Well done, Jughead Jones, living up to his character. Number 1. Asexual and bisexual trends. Jughead Jones has become one of the most popular characters on Riverdale. As per the Archie's comic book series, Jughead Jones' character has always been asexual. This announcement to keep his character that way was accepted with excitement from the asexual community, but the Riverdale television series team decided to change this, and writer Roberto Aguirre Sacasa seemed to acknowledge this change for the series, which angered the members of the asexual community, and have spoken out against the asexual eradication on screen in Riverdale. Actor Cole Sprouse, Jughead Jones, has stated in several interviews that he supported Jughead's original asexuality. After Lily Reinhart split from Cole, she's been living her best single life, hanging with her pup Milo, and she recently came out as bisexual. Viewers can join the dots here. While you're here, go ahead and click on one of these two videos on your screen. We'll see you there.